Welcome in to Outkick the Show. I am your fearless leader, Clay Travis. I appreciate all of you rolling in. I appreciate all of the support over the past couple of days, weeks, whatever it is. This has been one of the wildest days in the history of Outkick. Yesterday, never had a better day, honestly, in terms of all the reaction and everything else. I appreciate all of you. It is college football Saturday, boys and girls. Lots of big games to get to. USC, Texas, Tennessee, Florida, and I got to tell you, of course, Louisville going up against Clemson. I appreciate all of you having my back for the past 18 hours or whatever it is. I want to tell you off the top here, our Saturday show, as always, is presented by Crystal. Crystal wants to remind you all season long, you can get hooked up right now. Grab a sack full of hot off the grill Crystal burgers for only 79 cents all day, every day. Crystal also knows every tailgate needs wings. They got you covered there too. Every Saturday and Sunday, all wings, boneless or traditional, 49 cents. I want you to do this with me right now. Crystal, hooking up the Outkick family this football season. Text Outkick to 37793 right now, and you get free crystals and a Coke. Again, that's 37793 for some free crystals and a Coke. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? CNN said that they did not. Okay, so yesterday, if you missed all the shenanigans, yesterday I went on CNN, and in discussing the show, I said that I believed in the First Amendment and boobs. That's something that you guys have heard me say on this show probably 100 times. Certainly, I say it on the radio show all the time. I say it all the time on my website. I mean, everywhere. I don't know how it's remotely controversial. And I've said it all the time. And it is not in any way offensive, but I think it's interesting how easily people want to claim to be offended now. And I think the response has been overwhelmingly in my favor because people have said, wait a minute, thank God somebody finally didn't backpedal the minute somebody tried to be faux raged, falsely offended, and actually step up and say what he means. I'm not going to apologize for saying I like the First Amendment and boobs. Is that controversial now? Is it controversial for a man to be in favor of the First Amendment and a straight man to love boobs? The only regret I have from that show is that when the other guy started sputtering, I didn't say, my bad, are you an ass man? That's the only regret I have. I wish on the spot right there I had thought, I'd like to apologize to the other guy over here, Keith, because he might be an ass man. That's the only thing I wish I could change. People are like, would you change anything about your appearance on that show? The only thing I wish I had said was, when he started to sputter over there, I should have been like, my bad, Keith might be an ass man. Not trying to discriminate here. I like asses too. I mean, come on. This is so stupid that this could ever become a controversy, but I think what it represents is an amazing situation, right? I can say that I support the First Amendment totally and actually defend Jamel Hill and Kurt Schilling, and CNN cuts an interview off because I used the word boobs. Think of all the crazy things you've seen on CNN over the years. Did their irony meter not go off? The reason why you combine the First Amendment and boobs is, one, it's kind of funny. It's an incongruous pairing, right? It's like when back in the day, remember that great movie Sling Blade? One of the funniest lines in Sling Blade is when the dad says, the Dwight Yoakam character, says that he can't stand midgets or antiques. That's a hysterical line, right? It's a really well-written line. I'm not saying that saying boobs, combining boobs and the First Amendment is like Shakespearean or revolutionary English, but it combines two incongruous pairings. Moreover, the people who are likely to be offended by boobs are also the ones who want to restrict First Amendment rights. So to me, that is crazy, absolutely extraordinary. I've added 20,000 Twitter followers. It's the most successful day we've ever had in the history of Outkick. I'd encourage you to go buy your DVAP shirts. We're going to be raising money for breast cancer awareness with our T-shirts that we're making. We designed them. My guy Ivan designed one, and it's going to be amazing. All right, the other crazy thing is CNN is fake news. 20 minutes after I went on with CNN, I got a telephone call from a producer asking me if I would come on Headline News on Monday. And I was like, sure, I'll come on Headline News on Monday. Then CNN issued an official statement saying I had not been invited back on the network. Well, the woman texted me and I tweeted it out last night, but I promised that I would pay. I think the media lies, all right, a lot of times, right? The media lies. And so when the media lies, I think they deserve to be called on it. So I'm not sure 100% whether you're going to be able to hear this, but I've got the volume all the way up. I am going to play it. This is CNN calling me 20 minutes after my appearance on their network to ask if I could come back on Monday. They then went public to the other media and said, no. We never invited Clay Travis to come back on our show, okay? They lied, and I'm catching them in a lie right here. I hope you're going to be able to hear this. I'm going to hold my phone up close to you guys, and I'm going to play the message from this producer. She called me 20 minutes after my appearance on CNN, said they wanted to have me on because they loved the conversation. Here is that. I'm going to put it on speaker, and I'm going to play it. Here it is, if I can manage to do it.
My name is Virginia. I'm calling with CNN Los Angeles. I'm calling on behalf of Carol Costello, who greatly enjoyed her conversation with you the other day. Wanted to see if you could join us for continuation of that on Monday around 11:45 a.m. Eastern. If you could give me a call back, please. My number is 323-646-2588. That number again, 323-646-2588. Thank you.
All right, that, you guys just all heard it. That is CNN leaving me a voicemail saying they greatly enjoyed my appearance on their network and they want me to come back on Monday. CNN then said that I was lying. Like, I make a living off, you can love me or hate me, but I make a living off of being honest, right? I tell you exactly what I think, okay? That woman called me 20 minutes after I appeared on CNN and booked me for an appearance on Monday. She then texted me back. You can go check my Twitter feed because I put up the text that she sent me, canceling that appearance. But before all that happened, CNN went out and called me a liar and said they hadn't booked me at all. So I just played that voicemail for you. CNN calls me 20 minutes after my appearance on their show that they're evidently so offended by because I used the word boobs, says they love the appearance and they want me on Monday. That is the definition of fake news. And then the other media, like people were tweeting me last night, like, oh, CNN went and talked and said they didn't actually contact you and you're lying. Like they tried to call me a liar and all I did was go out there and do it. The number was already on Twitter. I went ahead and published it. Like I just took a picture of the text and put it out on Twitter. Like I'm telling you right now, like it is fake news. So I don't care. Like you can love me or hate me, but I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. Every single day. I'm going to do it on my radio show. I'm going to do it on my podcast. I'm going to do it on Periscope. I'm going to do it on Facebook. I'm going to do it on my website. That's what I do, okay? That triggers a lot of people because they're so used to people being worried about offending them that they expect to get apologized to. Like what she wanted to happen on that show was when she like clutched her pearls and leaned back and said, oh my God, you just used the word boobs. She wanted me to apologize. She wanted me to say, oh, I'm sorry. Were you offended? Did I upset you? Should I not be able to say that? And then she said, as a woman. Like, why does it matter that she's a woman? If I had said ass, would she have said, as a person with an ass, like, I like boobs. You know? I mean, I don't know why that's controversial. She wanted me to apologize. I just doubled down on it, and then I tripled down on it. Like, that's what I do. I'm honest. So you just heard the voicemail from CNN. They lied. They got caught in their lie. Hopefully media out there, the fake news media that actually is reporting that they didn't offer me to come on, will be out there. If you're new to me, and many of you probably are new to me, you're like, who's this guy Clay Travis? Well, first of all, I'm awesome. Secondly, I have great hair. Third, I'm on every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern on nationwide 250 stations. You can go find me on Twitter. You can stream it on iHeart. You can listen on 250 AM FM stations. Going to be on satellite radio, hopefully by next week, back again. And the podcast is blowing up in popularity. This is the biggest week of the podcast we've ever had. I appreciate everybody out there who has been defending us, the tip of the Outkick Army, the tip of the spear. We have a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of sports. I'm a big fan of boobs. I'm a big fan of the First Amendment. I like politics. I like movies. I like most things that you do. I'm a dad of 3. I got a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 3-year-old. And I've been married for 14 years. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. And I believe that everybody should stop being pussies, which is why I'm wearing my Don't Be a Pussy Outkick the Coverage t-shirt, which you can get at outkick.com. All right, so you guys can go back and you can check it out. But that is that story. I'd rather talk about college football now, honestly, even as enjoyable as this is, because you know what I love? Only thing I love more than college football, making you guys money. And we are on a roll right now. But before I make you money, I want to tell you about how you can save money. And you can save money by going to Alumni Hall. Alumni Hall is the ultimate shopping destination for any collegiate sports fan. And they're proud to sponsor everything that we do on this show, including the top 10 on Outkick, which will be up later tonight. With the best collection of top brands like Nike, Under Armour, Columbia, and more, you're sure to find everything you need for you and your entire game day crew. To support your favorite team, for a limited time only, receive 10% off your order with code OUTKICK at alumnihall.com. Again, that's alumnihall.com. Alumni is spelled A-L-U-M-N-I for the Bama fans out there. Hall is spelled H-A-L-L for the Florida State fans out there. All right, so I love all of you guys. Now it's time to make you rich. And what we do every single Saturday is we do our college football pregame show, and we make you guys rich. So I'm going 14-0 today. Here are the picks. Get ready as we work through today's slate of college football. Kentucky at South Carolina. The line right now, I believe, is around 6.5. The over-under is 50.5. I'm telling you right now, South Carolina is winning this game by double digits. Final score is going to be 21-10. Go ahead and get your bets in now. South Carolina is going to cover against Kentucky. They're going to also hit the under. They're going to win 21-10. I apologize to everybody for being on the wrong side last week. I thought Missouri would play better against South Carolina than they did. And as a result, I would encourage you guys to go out there and listen to me on this game. I'm not going to be on the wrong side of the Gamecocks again. All right, Oklahoma State at Pitt. I gave this out to you at -10. If you love to gamble, you need to subscribe to Outkick's VIP. Go to outkick.com, $99 for the year. You get a brand new t-shirt, and you get to make a lot of money off gambling, and you get to hang out at our Outkick VIP events all over the country. Right now, Oklahoma State's up to 13.5. The Fighting Mike Gundys and their mullets, they are going to dominate. I have no doubt at all about that. UCLA at Memphis. Here's an easy question for you. Do you believe that Riley Ferguson is going to outperform Josh Rosen? The answer is no. So you bet on UCLA. I think a lot of points are going to be scored in this one, but take Josh Rosen and UCLA in this game. Clemson at Louisville. I like Louisville to win outright. I think this is going to be this year's version of what happened to Florida State last year. Not as bad of a beating, but just a major upset for Bobby Petrino and Louisville at home. Clemson coming off a big win, young quarterback on the road. My only nervousness here is the offensive line of Louisville going up against the defensive line of Clemson, but I think Bobby Petrino will be able to devise a scheme that allows Louisville to win this game. Right now, Louisville is +3. Take them there, and also, I'm telling you, they're going to win this one outright. Also, Tennessee on the road in the Swamp, 3:30 Eastern CBS game. This play is easy. This play is easy. I don't believe Tennessee is very good. I don't believe Florida is very good. Florida still has a lot of suspensions. It's kind of a crazy week with all the practices. Florida's only played one game. Tennessee's got 2 games in. I think it's crazy that the Gators opened over a touchdown favorite in this one. I'm telling you right now, the under is the play. Not a lot of points are going to be scored. Somebody's going to win this game 20-17. And on top of that, the Vols cover the +5. I'm telling you, make it happen. Get hooked up now. For those wins, that's a double win coming your way. Louisiana Lafayette. Texas A&M is not very good on the offensive side of the ball right now. Texas A&M does not have a great offensive side of the ball. And so what I would do right now is I play Louisiana Lafayette. I play them +23, +24, whatever that number is. I love Kevin Sumlin. I want him to continue to coach at A&M. I know some of you guys don't like him. I think he's a great dude. I think he's done well for A&M. I think that game against Brett Bielema next week is going to be a coaches leave town kind of game. But the Ragin' Cajuns down at Louisiana Lafayette, they're going to cover in Texas A&M tonight. LSU at Mississippi State. All right, I believe that LSU is probably the most underrated team in college football right now. They dominated BYU. They played basically an exhibition against Chattanooga. They're going on the road against Mississippi State. Our Outkick crew will be down there tailgating at The Home Loan Expert. If you need a mortgage, go to thehomeloanexpert.com. Our girl Hannah Yates is on the road there. They were at Missouri last weekend for the South Carolina game. They're at Mississippi State this weekend for the LSU game. I'm telling you, those guys are going to have a great time down there, but LSU is going to cover. They are going to win. Dan Mullen 1-7 against LSU over the years, and they're 2-23. I'm sorry, State fans, in the last 25 years against LSU. The Tigers, the Bayou Bengals, are going to win. I love their offensive and defensive coordinators. I think so far Coach O has kind of stayed out of the way. That's a good combo. Kansas State at Vandy. Derek Mason's got a good team. He's got a great quarterback in Kyle Shermer, who hasn't thrown an interception yet, has thrown 7 touchdowns. Vandy's only given up 1 touchdown all year. I'm telling you, Kansas State, Bill Snyder, who I think is probably the most underrated coach in college football, telling you right now, Vandy plus the points, and I like the under. I haven't checked the numbers this morning to see exactly what they're doing, but I think it's going to be low scoring. I think Derek Mason strangles the offense out of this game. Finally, 2 more games. Texas at USC. I'm not going to worry about a big line, 15, 16 points, whatever it is. I'm going to focus on points being scored. Texas gave up 51 points to Maryland. Last week, USC posted 600 yards, over 600 yards of offense on Stanford. Great Stanford team coached by David Shaw that had had a lot of success against them the past 3 years. They're going to run all over this Texas defense. Over 600 yards of offense again, over 50 points. But Texas is going to score over 20 points. That gets us to 70, which is over. And the final game, it's late night. I'm going to be watching games all day long. Ole Miss minus 3.5 at Cal and the over 72. Now it's moved to Ole Miss 3.5 and 72.5. Here's what I wish would happen. In the wake of Ben Shapiro's trip out to Berkeley, props to him for standing up for the First Amendment out there. In the wake of Ben Shapiro's trip out to Berkeley, here's what I wish Ole Miss would do. I wish they would bring back Colonel Reb, and I wish they would play Dixie, just to trigger all the snowflakes in the stands at Berkeley and have them just sitting there with tears streaming down their face. Oh, my God, how dare they play a song that I don't like? How dare they have an old white man walking around on the sideline? I really wish that Ole Miss would break out Colonel Reb, and I really wish they would break out Dixie. But I know what they're going to break out is one thing, and that's a whipping stick, because they are going to beat the crap out of Cal. It's going to be ugly, boys and girls. Ole Miss going for over 50. The over is the play here. Shea is not going to be stopped on the West Coast, just like he's not being stopped in the South. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be ugly. Go ahead and get your trigger warnings ready, Berkeley fans, because your team is going to get smoked, and not the good kind of smoke, the bad kinds of smoke. I love all of you guys. We're going 14-0. Thanks to Crystal again. I want to reiterate, you may be a little bit hungover today, or you may be a little bit hungover later. Right now, text OUTKICK to 37793. That's the word OUTKICK, OUTKICK, to 37793. 37793. Text the word OUTKICK right there, right now. I'm telling you right now, we're going 14-0. And I want to tell you this as well. Go buy your gear with all the money that you're going to win today. Go to Alumni Hall. It's the ultimate shopping destination for any college sports fan. They are sponsoring this show as well as tonight's Top 10 with the best selection of top brands like Nike, Under Armour, Columbia, and more. You're sure to find everything you need for you and your favorite game day crew. To support your favorite team for a limited time only, get 10% off your order with the code OUTKICK at alumnihall.com. Love all of you. Go buy your gear. Go get your crystals and your coats. Avoid the hangover hit and get rich, baby. I love everybody. Thank you, the comments, for coming to hang out on the Clay News Network, the real CNN, the one where we don't lie to you about whether or not we booked guests. Grab your boobs. God bless the First Amendment. Oh, my God. Don't be offended. This is the real world, and my name is Clay Travis. Don't be a pussy. I'll see you guys maybe later tonight if crazy things happen. If Tennessee beats Florida, certainly, or if they get beat 50-0. And also, we'll be live tonight with our Outkick Top 10. Kisses to everyone. Have a great college football Saturday. I appreciate all of your support. You guys really do make what I do worthwhile, and you make it possible. I love all of you. I will see you. Remember, only 2 things I 100% believe in this world: the First Amendment, baby, and boobs. I'll see you later. Get rich. 14-0. Respect the picks. DBAP. Shoot or shoot. See y'all.